Hello there, Gemini. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Gemini for June of 2017. And what I've done for us is I've pulled 4 cards, and we're going to use the bottom card in the deck for the overall view of the month. We'll pull Angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully pull everything together. Now, I looked up the astrology for us because I'm not an astrologer, but it's going to be in our first house for this month, and that is the house of our personality and beginnings, like new projects, any changes we're going to do, our success through what we can do leadership wise, how we cope with problems, uh, how we care for our appearance, how we want to present ourselves in the world, how we want others to see us out in the world. Now, since I don't do astrology, I go over and watch Veroush, Veroosh. She simplifies the astrology so I can understand it a little bit better, and she does cards along with it too, so it's kind of cool. But anyways, I don't think these cards are going to go week by week for us. I think they're going to blend in and out throughout the month. So I'd keep that into consideration, and I'd look at your moon sign and your rising sign also. You can get a bigger perspective because these are just general readings. And I have a speech pattern because I'm an empath. So all of us out there that are Geminis right now are named Frankie. So anyhow, we have a couple words for us before we start, in their purification, compassion, efficiency, and grace and obedience. So I think we're going to have a really interesting month as far as that goes with those kind of words. Every time I think of purification, I think of angels crying tears. So maybe there's something that's been ongoing that's given us that like emotional component. And we have cards in here that show us that same thing here. But our overall view of the month, and I gotta tell you, Gemini, this is a Two of Swords. And this card, I've done 3 readings so far for June, and this card's came up in every reading, and I sat here and shuffled and shuffled and shuffled. So a lot of us out there, it seems to be a theme so a lot of us out there are making some pretty serious choices, because with this Two of Swords, you can see, if I can get the glare off of her for you, that she's blindfolded. So to me, this is a situation that we feel as if, and note I'm saying feel as if, there's no way to move forward. But that's never true. She's blindfolded. There's always a way to move forward. Um, and so all you got to do is pull off the blindfold, Gemini, and then we got the forward motion. This can be a situation that basically where we're holding ourselves in balance by keeping the status quo. Like, don't rock the boat, Gemini. Don't rock the boat is what they're saying. So if we're keeping ourselves in that status quo, we're maintaining balance without facing the actual choice that has to happen or go on. Now, the only thing I ever think about when I see this card is the married couple that are presenting the great front to the public, but behind closed doors they're fighting like cats and dogs, and they're denying anything is wrong or whatever. But or if I'm at work, that kind of thing too. Maybe there's a situation at work where I have to make a change or a choice or something that I really don't want to have to face, but I'm going to. Remember, these are general readings, so it's going to come down in different areas of our lives for each one of us. So this is a choice. So if I pull off, I can't say that I don't know I have to make a choice with this card. I have to make the choice. And when I make the choice, everything gets better, right? I get that kind of like compassion for myself. I step into that flow of grace. I'm obedient to source because I'm not being wishy-washy anymore, right? I'm pulling the blindfold off. I'm making the choice. Something in my life had to shift or change, and I'm going to be the one to shift and change it. Well, when we have this card, it's a mental card because swords are mental energy. We would want to make all of our decisions based on facts, clearly flat facts, not emotion in any form. We had that word purification, so boohoo, and these are the facts. I always think of that. What was that detective thing? Not maybe Dick Tracy. I can't. Dragnet. Back years. Oh well, I'm kind of dating myself here, but years and years ago, there's something going on. We got to make a decision about it. But with this card, when we make the decision, it's better. It's better for everyone. So, you know, it looks like it's going to be a good decision. I mean, seriously, because our very first card here is the Emperor card, and that card indicates maybe a group or an individual, someone who is in a powerful position or leadership position or authority position that I need to be involved with. If I don't need to be involved with this, you know, like a political group or the corporate group that I'm having meetings with, something like that, you know, if I don't need to be involved with them, maybe my partner does. You know, maybe my husband, wife, maybe my business partner needs to be involved or identify with this group. Maybe they're going to meetings or I'm going to meetings in order to fit in and belong. But remember, the emperor is always about leadership. The emperor, if I think about it like this, the emperor is our efficiency word. The emperor can delegate authority. He can tell the king and the queen what to do and when they need to do it, right? The emperor actually is a profound leader, someone that steps up to the plate. You know, if it's not me myself, it's someone that I am close to or whatever that needs me to be able to step up there with them. Let's put it that way. Or a position of authority. Perhaps I'm taking a position of authority. So if I were to think about this based on relationships, because these are general readings, right? I would think that maybe my husband or wife is going to take a new job and I have to be able to step up to the plate because their position's going to be higher or better within the company because they made a choice, you know. Or if I were thinking about it in the manner of, let's just say, instead of career, let's say our relationship, I made a choice because I'm denying the fact that this is a crappy marriage and I'm moving on, and maybe this person with the authority or the power is my lawyer, my attorney, you know. But either way, that it's an excellent card to have, because if I were in that position, I would be issuing or speaking with the lawyer, you know, taking my authority on it and pushing everybody else to the side or however. But remember, they said facts. So we don't want to be in, and with the emperor also, remember the emperor is a true leader. A true leader. I don't know what this is going to mean to us. The emperor is not egotistical. He is a true leader. He sees the skills that each person has, if I can explain it in that way, and he uses and invests their talents wisely. So he doesn't give the king the order to do what the queen or the page would be doing if we're thinking of tarot cards, here. He would give the order to the appropriate person. So, and he wouldn't be egotistical. He wouldn't be pushing to get himself ahead because he is ahead, It's kind of like that position. And I don't do astrology, but being in this is in our first house, our house of personality, our house of how we want others in the world to see us. Maybe it's a way of presenting ourselves. Maybe if I'm in this really bad relationship and I have to make a choice, I'm going to know I make the right choice, and I'm going to step up and say, enough's enough, maybe I'm done. Because it looks as if with that word grace in here, and and this next card, this is the Queen of Cups. So this is someone who I always think of this card as the motherly card, and it can be male or female because this is a general reading. Let's see, it would be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio person if they were stepping in my life that had a lot of water in their chart. So this would be someone that's going to help me, if it is a person, would be coming forward. It could be my husband or wife. They would have a real high intuition, being as they're a water sign. They would be predisposed to help me kindly. The Queen of Cups is kind and nurturing and generous of nature. So if it's my husband or wife, maybe they are. Maybe this is me and I need to acquire some of these skills because they're telling us not to be, egotistical, and they're saying don't use, if these intuition gifts are called for, don't use our authority unwisely if we're using our intuition, because we got the Emperor and her together. And remember, the Emperor issues the orders. The Emperor is like the top dude on the totem pole, wherever we want to put him in our lives. Maybe it's us, like I said, that's going to step into that position like that. So I guess we'd want to really strut our stuff in that case and be optimistic, because remember, she's kind, she's generous, she's very sweet, loving, nurturing kind of energy that's around, actually is around this decision, is what they're saying to say. Now, this would be a person that would help us. Let's say, here's the other thing too that just flashed in my mind. Maybe we're going into a new career or a new creative project at work, if this is in our work area. And if we have the Queen of Cups, and this is really glary in here today, sorry about that, Gemini, but if we have this, that means that the creative endeavor or the new beginning that we're starting out on is going to go excellently, right? And all the queens have this sense of purpose and efficiency behind them. And remember, they're a powerful force too. They are a powerful force too. So if this is my intuition that's firing and saying go forward this way or that way in a choice, do it. Because this is the high, she has the high intuition out of the queens in the deck. She is the psychic or the intuitive, and if it's a person, it could have water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that's going to have an effect somehow, or this energy is going to have effect on the overall view of everything. So they're saying to us, don't be egotistical, but take hold of our problems or the issues, right? I believe that word purification is we've already cried all the tears, so if this Two of Swords is a determining factor, and it is something that we need to cut. Remember, that sword's double-edged, and this is a sword, and we are swords, because Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, we're swords. We are the air signs. So we're going to make that decision pretty clear and concise we decide, when we decide. And Gemini is one of the most creative, active minds in the zodiac. Something is always being created or moved on or moved forward with. Geminis don't, we as Geminis don't like grass growing under our feet, or that's kind of basically it. Our minds don't stand still for a moment. And our next card here is the Three of Pentacles. And to me, Pentacles are earth plane goods, money, my home, whatever. This is showing me this situation, right, can bring me money in some manner. So that, once again, step into the flow of grace. This is the card of a craftsman. This is someone who has developed their skills like to the umpteenth, no matter where these skills are. Normally there's two people looking at this guy here who's, doing whatever he's doing, carving into the stone or whatever he's doing, but he is at the top of his game. So sometimes when we see this, maybe we're going back to school, maybe we want to add something to the skill that we already have, right? But this is acquired skill. We've worked very, very hard to get this skill. So if I thought about this in a relationship manner, I would know that I had worked and done all that I could, right? Normally this guy's standing here and two people are conferring with him or asking him questions, right, about the next project or how does he do this, because they recognize the talent or the skill. So if it's in my work, I'm being recognized, So with that first house thing, like the house of my personality, I'd want to be my true self with everyone around me. I'd want to be stand in my truth with everyone around me. Not in an egotistical way or by arguing to prove a point, but because I am the point. I am the point. That's exactly how they're saying it. I am the one with the knowledge, with the skill. I have worked to acquire this skill. Now others can come to me because I actually know what I'm doing. So Gemini, let's say we're dumping a marriage and moving forward. Maybe we've got enough, experience under our belts to be a counselor for someone else, if that was going to be our new job where we're moving forward, or our new creative endeavor. Maybe we've been through enough crap in our lives to help others, so we'll go back to school because we got that. What card was it in here? Oh, this card too. We might go back to school, pick up the certificate that goes with the counseling skills that we earned through this bad relationship. Now, if it was a new partnership coming in, new job, whatever, I would be given maybe a position of authority is coming towards me because of everything that I know and the skills that I've acquired. I'm extremely efficient. This guy gets his job done because he knows what he's doing, and other people come to them for that. it makes me laugh because I'm sitting here thinking the whole time, and if I'm breaking off something here, let's say with this Two of Swords, um, I have those skills, you know. I can help others when they need to go through this too. I can help them bring it together. I can help them separate it because of the Two Swords, and they cut both ways. Now, it's tough because these are general readings, you know, but our next card is excellent. We have the Lovers card here, another major arcana. And if you think about this, this is a excellent, good relationship, excellent, good partnership. This does not necessarily have to mean lovers, but maybe some of us are making a choice or a decision between two people that we care about, and we're deciding to move forward into a marriage or a new relationship with someone else. Because we've cried all these tears, this purification word. We've already cried all the tears. We have compassion for ourselves. We have compassion for the others. A true leader in any form has compassion. It's how they operate. They don't tell people to do things. They ask them. They ask, and everything gets done. They're efficient because they know what needs to be done. They know how to step into that flow of grace because they're skilled at what they do, you know, and they're obedient to the emperor, right? Keep everything in balance. But with this, if it's a creative endeavor, I'm bringing a partner to me. This is where two or more people can gather together for a project. So, or to start a new business, or start a new marriage or relationship or partnership. It does not have to mean just marriage. But for some of us, it could be. Could be we're moving forward, you know, making that choice, and we're going to start our new lives with someone special and better for us because we have already sorted through that, right? So maybe because this is in our first house, our house of personality, how we want others to see us, how we project ourselves out into the world, and new beginnings, new starts. Maybe we're putting on our best face right here. Maybe we're putting on our best face. So maybe they're saying, step up our game. Maybe we want to change something in our appearance that would make us better suited or make us feel better about ourselves when we went forward in this new position, is what they're saying. Like new position, change. Maybe I'm starting my own business. I'm bringing together someone who wants to be in with me in this new venture, right? But at the same token, values my skills, values with the Queen of Cups, my intuition, my leadership ability with the Emperor, you know, that drive to move forward. So someone's coming forward to help us. So don't be worried. If it's a partnership endeavor, I'm bringing it to me. It's like two or more people. If it's a project at work, right, that there would have to be collaboration on, I'm picking the right people with that Three of Pentacles to help me in that collaboration. And if it is a new marriage, it's like, or new partnership, it may be even an old partnership that I'm making a choice on. Bringing it back together, right? Bringing it together to make it whole, complete, right? Because this is a major arcana card, and it shows that all of these cards show that whichever area of our lives this is falling in, it's going to like bode well for us. So that not being with that Emperor there, we don't want to be egotistical in any manner or form, argumentative, or selfish. We don't want to push ourselves ahead because we don't have to push people. You know what I mean? Because we're skilled enough to not have to do those kinds of things. So what they're saying is, if there's a problem, take a hold of it, make the decision. That's the way they're putting it. If there's a problem, take a hold of it, make the decision, be optimistic, keep to the facts. Facts. The facts only. I'm pretty sure that show's Dragnet. Uh-oh. And then we get what? That's a crazy thing to go with this. It says child. Whoops, I almost lost this. That would be a little... It's a lady holding a baby. So I'm not thinking, well, some of us could be that part with that partnership. Maybe we're making a decision and choice about whether to have a child or not. Maybe we're going to meetings, what do they call those? It's been 40 some years since I had a child, where the parents get together and you do, Lamaze, there you go, child. But this could be a birth of a new project, right? Or a new job or a new position that I'm stepping into. It doesn't necessarily have to be a baby. And like I tell you guys all the time, if you don't want the child, take precautions. It says, you care deeply about children. And a leader does. A true leader considers all of the people under them as their charges, and they treat them with compassion and kindness, like the Queen of Cups, and nurturing, in order to produce the best possible, right, out of the people they're working for. And if I have this Three of Pentacles, I'm skilled at that. That just flashed in my head here in the process. It says, you care deeply about children and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, that affection and attention. Remember our compassion. Keep it for ourselves too. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children when they need you. That's kind of interesting. To the children when they need you. Maybe that's where our obedience word comes in. We have to make the children be obedient to us. The alternative meanings are, this card signifies that a child is affecting some aspect of this question. This could be your own child, a desire for a child, a young family member, or your present or future work in helping children. And like I said, I think all leaders, true leaders, if this is what it is about, making clear, concise decisions, stepping up or forward, they are all our charges, and we nurture them and develop them so that they can have their best potential also. Have children been on your mind lately? If so, this card is proof that whatever you've been considering is valid. And that also can go along with our new idea, the new partnership, also the idea. They keep telling me it's valid, it's going to be good, it's going to produce with the pentacles there. It's going to produce in the earth plane, so that's why the word grace that is there. This includes spending more time with children and looking into areas of employment related to young ones. And the additional meanings are, your life purpose involves helping children. Be as a child. Pay attention to your inner child, a child in heaven saying, I love you. Pregnancy or adoption can be part of your life. And that could be very highly possible also with this Queen of Cups here. The water sign energy that's around this. Well, Gemini, that's our reading for June. So I want to tell all of you, thank you for all of your likes and shares and subscribes and the comments. I love them. I read each and every one of them. I don't get a lot of time to write back to you, but when I do, I sit down and do as many as I can. But I appreciate the fact that you take the time to comment. And if anyone just wants to know more about me, information's down below the screen. And if anybody wants to set an appointment with me, all of the information is at the website, which is on the screen below. And to all of you I've met through doing the YouTube videos, and just it's over a year now. And for everybody I've met through doing readings for 28 years, I want to tell all of you thank you. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve everyone, and hopefully I will be back here next month. Bye bye.